what a pleasure for me to be able to speak with you, spend a little time here through this technology, which I must admit, I'm one of the slowest ones to understand it, because I'm from the old school where you do it person to person, but I have had to adjust. And just recapping for a moment, first of all, I want to say thank you, Nice. It was so good to see you, and thank you for the job you do there with us. And Kendra, enjoyed your remarks. Thank you for that message. And so like everyone else, for the last year and a half plus, I have not traveled. One little trip to Mexico for a week, and that's been the extent of my travel. So I've been moving back and forth from my home in Los Gatos up to the winery, which I hope you're able to come and visit me there sometime. But that's been my life. So I want to take a moment. First of all, I want to thank Kendra and the team for positioning the company with these tools. We'll call them technology tools, better websites, operating platforms, where we can use social media to do our business. As you know, we've been moving in that direction for some time, but we were moving slowly. And then all of a sudden, pandemic set in, and we were forced to pick the pace up. And guess what? Every market that's embraced the technology, taken their business online, has increased their sales. Not only the amount of product that we sell, but the number of new distributors joining. So it's worked out very well. My message to each and every distributor is that learn how to use this technology. That is the key today. Learn how to teach it to someone else so that you can take advantage of this and sort of start your business over. I have started over many times in my life, and each time when I started over, my goal was to turn things around, to improve in certain areas. And I think to get ready to do that, and I would just ask you to ask yourself, or say to yourself, are there areas in my life that need improvement? Do I need to improve my health? Well, you know the answer to that. And is there anything I can do to improve my health? And of course, it all starts by just starting to make better choices. How much food we put into our bodies, how much exercise we do, whether it's walking or some other type of exercise, but we can make choices. And I think if we're honest, we can each one say, if I chose to walk a few steps, a mile, 2, 3, 4 per day, if I chose to eat the foods that my body needs, rather than what I like the taste of, can I improve my health? And so health certainly is one of the areas that we need to turn things around, and so that we are an example of what our lifestyle is, not only our products, but our positive thinking, and our the fact that we go out every day and we concentrate on helping others. So now secondly, by improving our health, we start to improve ourself. And by that, I mean more knowledge. In other words, more learning. Can we learn? Are we capable of learning? Well, if you've learned how to get on Zoom and you got on here and you can watch this conference, you can learn. You can learn something about a new product. You can learn something about yourself. And all of these things added together, we start to improve little by little. You know, what we read, what we watch on our screens, the people that we look up to, that become a role model for us. And we don't have to know these people personally. We can know them through their the books that are written about them, about the life they've led, about the struggles, and so on. So I would ask each of us to look at these areas and start to improve little by little. You know, we just have to make a decision that's better than the one that we made yesterday, last week, last month, last year. So by doing that, we not only improve our health, we start to improve ourselves. And not that we can eliminate fear, but we can learn to do what we have to do while we are afraid. We don't have to be paralyzed by the fear of doing something. So, and then of course, the third area that needs improvement, all of us need improvement, and that is our relationships, because our business is built on relationships. And Kendra touched on these things. I really enjoyed her message. But you know, just by concentrating on our relationships and building them, because business is not buildings doing business with each other. It's not offices doing business with each other. Business is people doing business with each other. And now we can use this wonderful technology that's available for us today, and we can increase the exposure and increase our interactions with people. And actually, by doing that, we can influence more people to make better decisions. And underlying all of this is, which I like to always go back. You know, the Bible talks about faith, hope, and love. And of course, the most important of these is love, because if we can learn, and I say learn because we're not born loving people. We are born and we have to learn to love other people, to care about other people. But if we, also the Bible talks about hope, and it says, without hope, all men perish. I believe that by offering people products for their health, a lifestyle, a way to make a little extra money, that this extends a offer of hope out there. And people, if they have just a little bit of hope, they'll hang on to that hope. You've all been taught, and we'll hear over and over and over the importance of having a goal and wanting to achieve something. But all of those journeys to accomplish big goals start with the accomplishment of small goals, taking the first step. And I believe that we are at a time in our history as a company where never before has the idea of a small business that can become a large business and being independent, it has never been received so well as it's received now around the world. I believe this pandemic will go away. I believe that we will open back up and there'll be some sort of a new normal. I don't know what that's going to be, but I can't wait to see what it is. In the meantime, we are so blessed to be able to thrive in this pandemic economy, because as Kendra mentioned, we have products that people want and need, and more people are reaching out for a solution to these health issues. So faith, hope, and love. Getting back to that for a moment. Faith, of course, is once we have hope, we can then say, faith is believing something before we have proof. Once we have proof, doesn't require any faith. We can see it, we can feel it, we can touch it. But having hope and then having faith that things are going to work out as long as we do our part and keep doing those small things, making better decisions every day and every week and every month, that will cause things to be better in our future. And of course, getting to the most important of these three is love. And we are directed to love God and to love our neighbor as ourselves. Now, let's just question that for a moment. Who are our neighbors? Well, it's everybody. And not everybody's easy to love, and loving everybody is not easy. But we can keep working on it. And if we're out there just trying to help, we're extending our energies and our efforts, and we're out there influencing one person at a time, and sometimes in a group setting, more than one at a time. But we keep going because those relationships hook up. And the way that this has worked around the world for the 60 plus years is you look at how many distributors are out today and how many markets we're in, and how many teams have multi-country markets. You look at that and you say, well, somebody came in, liked what they saw, and they stuck around, and they're still here. I want to thank you, those of you that have just joined, and I want to thank the ones that have been around, your distributors that have been around for multiple years, for your loyalty and for everything that you have done and contributed toward building this company. And I can't wait to see you in the future. But in the meantime, I want to come back to the Philippines. I love the people of the Philippines. I love the spirit of the Philippines. And my goal is to be able to come back and visit. In the meantime, I'm staying healthy, and hopefully you are too. I want to wish you all the best. I want you to go out tomorrow and just do these simple things. Start now. Make a decision, a better decision about your health, a better decision about your personal growth and your personal development, what you read, what you think about, what you talk about. Personal decision. Make a better decision, regarding all the areas of your life. And with that in mind, and you point that in the development of relationships one at a time, where you do something for somebody over and above what's expected, guess what? They're going to like you for that. And that builds up. It's like putting money in the bank. It eventually comes back to you, and you will prosper. I want to thank you. As I said, take care until we meet again. And I will turn it back over. Best of luck to you. Godspeed. God bless.